Hello, people. How are we all doing today? I hope we're all good. How Monday treated you all? Let's have a look who we got in today. Ian and Dan, Ian and Sherman, Ian and Ledge. Got through Monday in a relatively good nick. Hope you're all doing okay out there. Yeah, it wasn't a bad Monday. It felt weird today. Monday felt very odd for me today. Mainly because I haven't had a house empty for a while, and it was just me in the house today, which was very odd. Look, going on League One tour, Lover D tour, yep. We're going on Le Tour de One. Hey up, Bob, how you doing, mate? You're like, good. Ian and DJ, how you doing? Get your mental health in chat. I'm probably about 5 today. 5 or 6. It's been a good day. Been a very good day, actually. I've just had a nice chill day. Also, Dirty Bot podcast, Talking Wednesday. I've met all that on Talking Wednesday on that Dirty Boxer channel. It's out. If you want to go have a listen, yep, it'll be good. Wearing all black for the funeral in the championship. Yeah, a little bit. Back at work, it's 7 for me. Fair enough, mate. 6, Ian in Punk, mate. And chat, Ian in Nat Hayden, mate. How are you? Ian in Gaming 1, 2, 5, 6, or 7, I think that is. I have had to put the chat into, like, I think this is ridiculous mode in terms of size, because I am such a blind bug. I think it's on like 200 zoomed in on Google Chrome. I am so blind. Because I'll sit back here. I really need to get the tablet set up so it's here. I'll sort that out next month. Say, fucking hate traffic outside of Wakefield. Fair enough. I hope everyone's had a good roll on League One. Back up soon. Did anyone feel like it was a proper derby? Something we hadn't had. It did. It felt like a proper Steel City derby, didn't it? You had butt-ups. You had red cards. You have wind-up merchants. For the first time in a long time, apart from last year with All Blaster and Bannon, it just felt like a derby. It felt good. Did anyone see the silly giant chip butter? No. Missed that. Bottom my neck of the woods, Wakefield. Fair enough there. But I think it's that whole thing you've got at the minute that I'm gonna say something here, and it's gonna sound really bad. To quote Pedersen, I was proud of them yesterday. They were really, really showed a bit of get into it. And the thing is, I've had a couple of Sheffield United fans in the comment section going, oh, this date is when we relegated you. Go listen to what your own gaffer said. Your gaffer turned around and said, we were relegated before the season even started. You generally need to listen to what your gaffer said. Oh my God. Okay. No, I had missed that, mate. Don't know if people can see this. It's a giant chip butty. Oh my God. Completely missed that. You know the new road from this date where the power station was got to left 30 minutes all the way back from Pinder. Jesus. Once this settled, they put a shift in. Yeah, it took a while to settle. But once they did, it did click. I'm not gonna lie, the red card made a difference. It did make a big difference for us. But at the same time, we showed a bit of fight. We showed a bit of grit. And right now, what we should be doing is now going, right, season's done and dusted. We now know we're relegated. Get to as many points as humanly possible. Goal is get that tally to 0. And I know people are going to say that should have been the goal from the get-go. But it got to be it. I would love to play Give Up McNeil button. It's on the other soundboard. But if we play him in the right position as a 10 or striker, he can be fantastic. Look at that game he did when he got 2 goals. His movement was everything. Just outside the box, playing really well. I want that. Being the silly first goal, we played well. Second half, we battled. We're hungry. Didn't want to go down to the best we played for ages. Yeah. And I think that first goal, you look at the clearance he tried to do. He should have just hit it in Rosehead. look, he tried to get it out of trouble, and he's just wasn't there. United are miles off. Yep, I agree. Do you know when Charles is back? Pedersen said it was about 2 week time, mate. I think if we had Olof in the side yesterday, we would have got a draw. Good shout. It's a shame about Olof, isn't it? 4 to 5 weeks again. He just can't catch a break. He really can't. The thing is with Pierce Charles as well, the one move I keep an eye on next season, Stradberg coming back in for him. But if Blackburn Rovers keep their current manager as their manager next season, who currently is the Northern Ireland manager, watch him try and go for it. Needed Lowe yesterday. Yeah. If we could have had Matt Lowe where McNeil was, and McNeil played another 10, it would have been great. I'd take Murphy if he would. Yeah, I'd take Murphy. Murphy's looked really good. It's just a shame he got injured. We just had a season that's been like no other, haven't we? Stupid stuff off the field, administration, a zillion goalkeepers. Can't sign anyone, so we have to go beg people to go, look, can we have a player and we'll give you've got to pay for him, but you pay for everything, we'll look after him getting good. And I think that's what we got with Pedersen. It was interesting what Josh Windass said yesterday, and I don't know if anyone caught it, saying that with new ownership, Henrik deserved to get given a chance to build something. And I'm not 100% sure how much I agree, but I do agree to a point. I think there's a chance to see what he can do, but at the same time, I do think a clean slate is needed. Our players played training on pebbles. Yep. Good thing is when Charles and Cooper bite me, if we can rest either one of them when they're tired. True. Great save from Dean through. He did well. He had a really good game. Really good, great game. I was very impressed with it. It just shows you how good it was. ELFL are corrupt to the core, hitting up with anything. Oh yeah, I agree. Personally, I don't agree with it. It's a stress start. I get his sentiment. I prefer a fresh start, new ownership, and I think that's what we'll get. But we'll see. I'm racking my brain. Who are the 7 keepers we've had this season? Right. So, Charles, Horvath, Lumley, Palmer, Ding, Murphy. I don't think Drek played the league game. So I like Pedersen, but our team on paper is bad as we've been performing. For me, Pedersen is getting it wrong. He's getting it wrong, but at the same time, he's getting it wrong because he just don't have the right people. I'll look good to transfer maybe one in first 10 games. Not a bad shout. Charles Cooper didn't. Yep. Hi, Paul. Got laughed at yesterday from someone driving past wearing my shirt. Sodom, Nick. Cooper, Charles, Jack, Palmer, Horvath. That was it. Why did Barry go? Barry went, mate, because it's a 2-year deal. It was literally a 2-year deal on the table. It was future-based. We couldn't offer him that. We can't offer player contracts at the minute because of the administration. It's not something we can do. And if you've got the opportunity to have 2 years on the table at, I think he's 35, 36, he's daft not to take it. He's generally daft not to take it. So everything has been giving me, everyone's been giving me the low today. I keep saying that this is the point. I think we're still a club. We're still got to react. The thing, even with everything that's happened at the minute, right? We're still going week in, week out. We're still supporting. We're still not like, it's not dead. Like on Wednesday, I'm doing a watch along for Norwich. Join them for that. Should be good. Join me. Let's us set back and make us stronger. Yep, I agree. Philip tackle didn't seem that bad, but he did look like he was sticking the studs in on purpose. It was bad. Yeah. Right. I'm going to catch you later. Go have a good one, mate. But yeah, the Philip tackle, you could tell as soon as that car went up, he's like, yeah, okay, put his hands up, gone, all right, it's late. And I think even Wilder said in the time he didn't think it was, but it was a dirty tackle. It was a dirty tackle. Yes, he won the ball, but he just kept his dubs up. He knew exactly what he was doing. And it's one of those things where they didn't really need to do it. That's the bit that got me. They didn't need to do it at all. 39 people watching, 12 likes. Get those likes up. Philip says he did a little bit, to be fair. We got into we're going to be the big fish next season. Yep, I agree. Shame for the red, for Gab. I think he's coming along. He started to say, yeah, I think he's starting to look decent. He's starting to look decent, but I think with him, he needs to play more and be the thing is, if he wasn't on a yellow, that tackle makes sense. It's a stopping, but he had to stop him. He knew he didn't have the legs. It's a stupid tackle to make, but I get why he's done it. And I get, you see that tackle time in and time again, where players know, even if they're on the yellow, know, take the red, slow it down, sod it. That's what that was. Slow it down. Yes, in time of game, could do that because we were starting to look a little bit on top. We started to look like we were starting to get somewhere a little bit and starting to maybe push a bit further forward. But it's like you look at the subs. Yesterday, we were screaming for subs to come on, but we couldn't get them on. And you look at the bench, you were like, who are you bringing on? That bench was full of kids. Just full of kids. The Wednesday fans were amazing yesterday. Outsang the Piggies all game. Yep. Let's just get into positive points. I agree. I like how Philip put his hands up when he was going off the for that dirty tackle. Yeah, it kind of said it all, really. And we've had, like, again, we've had a lot of people who are United fans go, oh, we relegated you, relegated you. But you need to listen to what your boss said. Your gaffer turned around and said, we didn't relegate them. They were relegated from the start. The fact that we put that fight in and we went for it. And let's just talk about Charlie McNeil's goal. What an absolutely wonderful strike that was. That, like, let's be brutally honest, that was a lovely strike. The way he curved that into the bottom corner of the goal was lovely. And I generally think there's going to be a player there that we can use next season. You think of Coop. So you think of Weaver, you think of Brown, you think of McNeil. Some of these players are the ones you want to be building around next season. Maybe looking at some of the people coming. Maybe you bring the Dow in for another season and stuff like that. But the players there that are decent, that can do well. Quality of the bench of worlds apart. They were, yeah. The main thing is at least we have a club regard. Yeah, exactly. I think everyone at the start of the season would have taken having a club, then having a club and going down to League One, or being in the Championship knowing that there's going to be no club. 42 people watching, 16 likes. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it if you don't mind. Give up McNeil in the right places on the pitch. He can bag goals. Yeah, he's shown. If you put him in the right places on the pitch, he'll do well. Oi, it's Mr. Lee Wild Goose. How you doing, mate? How you well? How long do the kids have left on their current contracts? That is a good question. One I couldn't answer right now, but you give me a bit, I will be able to look into that I'll look into that for Wednesday game. We'll have a speak about that. It'll be interesting to see what we do. I think some have got a long deal, but I'm not too sure how many. But the problem we got now is that we've got to build for next season. And it's going to be really, really difficult building, right? Right now, at this moment, because we don't know what's going on with the Takeover, let's hope that what Chris Whitfield has said, that he thinks it could be closer to end March, April time. Fantastic. If that's the case, we can plan, we can get sets for next season, and we can start building. They will be looking at players regardless now for League One and having a list. Doesn't matter if Henrik's there or not. The recruitment team still will be. They will be starting to look and knowing where they need to go. Evening, 61 Chickens. How are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. No worry about being late. It's Monday. Call it just a Monday lateness. But yeah, I think planning for next season can be interesting. We will full rebuild for at least 2 or 3 seasons League One, in my opinion. I don't think it's a quick fix. Dex on the pod was saying that he thinks it'll be not a quick fix, but he wants us to go straight back up. I generally think that I think you're gonna need a year or 2 in League One to get it right. The new owner will be doing the work now, I'm sure. True. You found for class yesterday. Cheers, Blade man. How you doing, mate? Well done yesterday. We gave you a game. It's more than what we first thought we were going to give you. We gave you a game, and we sang. We kept on doing what we do. It'd be interesting to see how your season goes. Now, will it give you the push? Do you think you're too far away from a playoff push, or do you think it's going to be about mid-table, or is the playoff push a bit too far? It felt, Blade man, I don't know if you feel like this like we are. We're all saying it felt like a proper derby yesterday. Even though we're in a crap position of Wednesday team, it actually felt like a proper derby on the pitch. I don't think we've had it in years. I don't think we've had a proper derby since the old Morgan days for you. Wilder wanted them to annihilate us, but what he didn't know is we still have plenty of fight, even though we knew it was over, that the lady sang very early. They're going to be 6th at the best. Maybe we'll see. We scared the shit out of them. In the second, we looked different in the second half. If we had a more quality, and I think it's what Josh said. Josh turned around and said it lacked quality. This team, it got heart, it got belief and passion, but it lacks quality, and that's the probably co-sign on the proper derby. It was a decent match. It really was. It's the first time in a long time since we've had a derby that it felt like a derby. It just felt great. I'm just glad you didn't get battered. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm glad we didn't get battered. And I think, because I'm really weird, I said to someone that I know was a Blade this morning, I just said, like, you should be more embarrassed that you didn't batter us. In a sense, we need to be training getting on the end of crosses. No one is even there. Cubbo used to be good at poaching from crosses. True. Corners, set pieces. I lost count of how many games where we've had 5 or 6 corners and nothing on target. We have no height in that squad. We don't have a good delivery. If we can learn to go from set pieces again, it'll be good. We used to be really good at that. And then it went. But again, this is something that's lacking in the English game. What happened to crosses into the ball, into the box? What happened to wing play? What happened to direct free kicks? You rarely see a direct free kick these days. It's all crossed into the box. You rarely see someone go, I'll have a hit. Like weekend, Leeds United goal free kick was fantastic. But you don't see them that often anymore. It's out the English game, which is sad. I am an old fart that likes to see wingers crossing balls into the box. I don't want to see this 1-2 tough kind of thing and then run it into the box. I want to cross in. I want to cross in and someone on the end of it, a header, a volley, an overhead kick. You don't see spectacular goals like that anymore because it's all tippy-tappy. Pass. There's rarely any crosses into boxes anymore. And I miss it. If we had a better first half, it could have been so different. True. That first goal knocked a lot of stuffing out of us. I think with how early it was, it really knocked the stuffing out of us early. And I think the fact that we managed to get back into it and just keep it 2-1 and the save Ding made in the second half, especially near the end, fantastic saves. And it's exactly what we needed. Like, generally what we needed. Last few years, they've been Yorkshire derby. Yesterday was a Steel City derby. Yeah, I agree with that. Brown and McNeil partnership up front in League One. I like that. I love that. I think that will work really, really well. Fact, Jake, proper football, mate. Yeah, it is. And it's not there anymore. That style of football just gone. And I miss it so much. Like, I really do. Depending on the rebuild and recruitment will depend on whether we bounce back straight away and how long the takeover takes. Well, the thing is, the takeover got, for any rebuild to be done, Glenn, the takeover got to be done by May. Just got to be done by May. We can't be going into June still not knowing what's going on with the takeover. It got to be done before May at the latest. Any later, you bugger it. You completely not sure about Brown and McNeil as 2 in League One. Will be physically enough. Let's hope they hit the bricks then. Maybe you get a Brown and McNeil who rotate. Bench and you get some sort of a big unit to go outside of them. Hey Dan, how you doing, mate? How you well? And that's the other thing we lacked a while. We missed big units in the games. I meant Savante. Savante is awesome. I love Savante. Like, genuinely, I love Savante Ingleson. If we can keep him on that option with another option to stay at the club next season, he could be really good in League One. Like, genuinely, really good. In my opinion, we need to bounce back first season. Yeah, but it's going to be really difficult, Glenn. I think it's going to be really difficult to do that. We will still get players coming because we are Sheffield Wednesday, and we will still get managers coming because we are Sheffield Wednesday, like Tim Sherwood has said. The thing is, if you bounce back straight away, great. You get that high, you get it. But you don't want to get into the thing where you bounce back too soon, right? You bounce back way too soon, and then you become that Championship to League One, League One to Championship, Championship to League One team. You want to make sure you get it right. And that's the bit where I think, if we're being brutally honest, when and if the takeover go through, we have to build a Championship squad in League One for a League One campaign. That's how you're going to do it. But it's going to be really, really difficult. Another Michael Smith, yeah. Savante for captain next year. Can't handle more than a season in League One. We did it twice. We had to do it twice last time, Justin. Sunderland did it for 4 years, kind of thing. It's that the whole thing. So, unless our new owners have a Wrexham money, love watching Wrexham story. True. I think if we had Nakamba yesterday and a DMO, we wouldn't have conceded 2. I really want to see Marvellous play. I want to see him play, and I want to see him in that DM role, because we might be able to see a lot there. Ian and Macaulay, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Absolute Paul, he's a leader. I love Sante, and I think captains is a great shout. Hi, Jake. I hope your day, and I think better things to come. I thought we put a fight in the end, and I don't think our new striker isn't doing much. I know the service isn't there, but I think he needs service, Andrew. I get what you're saying, but he needs service. Unless you're going to put the ball to him, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be really, really difficult. 100% agree. Also, Mickey Mouse Cup. Oh, God, I hate the cup competition. What is it called now? The Vetro something. Rough, mate. Did someone drink one too many yesterday? I saw your stuff online, mate. You look like you had a good day to try and soak up stuff. But, yeah, I think the thing you've got right now for me is that if we can get this sorted quickly and get it done like what they say it could be, then we're fine. I'm not paying too much attention to the Alan Biggs thing that he said. I'm going to keep an eye on what the admin say, and they say it's on. The difference was we'd never seen to have base or time on the ball. That's why we played well against 10 men. Yeah, agree. I still the Pizza Cup to me. Yeah. It'll still be the Pizza Cup, or back in the day, St. John Trophy. I also made a mistake on the Talking Wednesday. I forgot about being in League One when it was Paul Sturrock, and my brain just died because it was like 0-3. I did, mate. Got a can of drink full fruit bounced off my head. They needed to sort the police escort out at the place. Accident waiting to happen. Yeah, I can have done that. Would you play McNeil as an out? I'd play him as a 10. I'd play him as a 10 personally. I think him as a 10 would be perfect. I think Ingleson probably will be our new captain next season. He worked, always gives you 100. Yeah. And did you see him at the end of the game against Sydney Peck? Jesus Christ. He was ready to rip his head off. He really was. But I like that. I like that the person who's going, no, you don't do that. You go that way. You go over there. And I love how he's going, nah, not doing that. As much as I hate them a lot, I do rate Hamer. I do like Hamer. He's good. Harmer, sorry, he is good. Harmer is a good player. They've got good bits of quality, but they've also got that something. Like last season, I was talking about how I wanted to see more of Ingleson. And I said, there's a player there. I did it with Paul. And I got told, Paul's not that good. Run of games got good. Same with Savante. The problem with Savante for me, he doesn't have that little bit of pace you want from him. He needs that little bit more, and I'm going to be careful with that because I know what I said in the past. Don't start. As much as I hate them, like the colours half fell out. So yeah, he really did. He properly shat himself. But then again, look at when it all kicked off with Lowe and Gus Hamer. Lowe walked away, and it was Gabriel Arbayo who was like, no, you stay there. I like that. That's what I like about it. I like our players doing that yesterday. It showed me how much they still want to be here. That celebration from McNeil grabbing the badge, he's bought into the club and this fan base. You can tell. Even with how shit it's been, he knew how important that goal was. How much role? I think Palm will have a role. I think he'll get another contract to see out next season, I think. Just have that experience, even if he's not playing many games. I know Pedersen is in charge at the moment, but in theory, would you go from an experienced promotion-winning manager to get us up? I'd probably go with a promotional manager, but it all depends. You got to look at it in two ways. We could end up with another Danny. That comes in. You never know. O'Hare looks like the kid who get knocked at school all the time. Yeah, he did. I was very impressed with him. I thought he played really well. He did. Do you think Palmer will tight end the season? Not sure. Maybe. I think he got one more year in him. I think he might do the kind of like Barry Bannon. Give me one more year and I'll get you up kind of thing. 51 people watching, 24 likes. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. Get Darren Moore back. It's an interesting one. To be fair, I think West Brom I could see him going back to West Brom, you know. I could see him going back to West Brom. Love it when Liam Palmer put his elbow up to stop him running into him. Yeah. He was just like, nope, we're not doing that. But yesterday was great in the sense that it was a proper derby. And the thing is, we all watched that game in the watch along. We were all like, oh, we're going to get battered. Blah, blah. And then at the end, we were all like, we didn't get battered. And we actually played some good football at times. And we put a fight up. If they do that for the rest of the season and try and get points on the board, fair enough. The season was done before we even kicked the ball. The season was done when we ended last season. Who's going to join us in League One? It's either, for me, between Leicester and West Brom and Oxford. Oxford may get out, but I think there's a possibility of West Brom or Leicester. If Oxford get out, could be the West Brom Oxford. But Leicester, if they get hit with another point deduction, if they get a second point deduction, they're down with us. It's going to be difficult. And if West Brom go down, they're not financially set. Neither are Leicester. And if Blackburn manage to do a great escape again, like they've done over the last couple of seasons, they're going to be in the position we are in now. Not in the sense of admin, but in the sense of more protest waiting to try and get them out of the club. I think it's going to be important on next manager. The long term might depend on your own vision. Yep. You want to kind of do a bit of a, which is understandable. He's not doing great. The thing is, there is this whole thing at the minute where managers, especially from the MLS, come to the UK game. And I always think they need to either go and manage somewhere in Europe or go lower down. Like, if you look at what West Brom manager done in America, was good. Look at also Wilfred Nancy at Celtic. What he's done in America was fantastic. Transferring that over into a Scottish and English game is a lot harder. Granted, with Nancy, he just didn't get enough time, and they all decided it wasn't how they wanted for him. They all decided that's it, he's done, and they brought Martin O'Neill back. West Brom have got the situation where if they sack him now, who the hell are they bringing in? How much is it going to cost to sack him? Kind of thing as well. That's the other thing, because if they sack him now and it costs them, and they still don't do it, they're still going to be paying for someone. Wayne Rooney. To bring Wayne Rooney, that's potentially could do. Greasy chip for like an assistant eating a sandwich. But I think it's that thing for me that you look at what we are trying to do and what we've got to do. We've got to be interesting. You might as well get an under-12 boss in than an head coach. MLS, it can work, it can transfer over, but I think it can only transfer over if they go and have a spell in Europe and do a European team. That's where I think that'll work, but we will have to wait and see on that one. I'm always a little bit skeptical about it. Neil Warnock kind of manage. Yeah, someone said they need to get Sharon on the blower and just say, look, do you want a holiday this year, somewhere really hot, but we need to borrow him for the last 18 games to get about it. I could see it being one of those challenges Warnock takes. Really could. Has anyone seen our new keeper and Giles Coke in the same room? Giles Coke, I won't lie, it was every time I see Giles Coke on the bench, it goes back to that thing that Pedersen said, and especially with Lee Gregory coming back, especially with the likes of Bannon potentially coming back one day. Palmer will come back because he got his own academy kids and stuff. The fact that we are starting to bring more our player back as coaches or somewhere to help so they can help the academy lads and help people go through it. I like that. 56 people watching, 27 likes. I much appreciate you all tonight. But it's one of them where it got to be it. I must give Pedersen credit for taking over our team. He does like tactic, but you have to... That's what I kind of said on the pod today. I kind of said that you got to thank him for when everyone else does and he was working for free. At the end of the day, I'd like to see what Pedersen could do with a bit more backing and money, but at the same time, I do understand the fact that new ownership might want to go in a completely new direction completely and have their own man. And Pedersen will leave here and some people will be like, oh, yeah, thanks for nothing. But I won't have that. I will have the whole thing saying, you came in when we needed you and you didn't leave us. You just carried on. It's Pedersen. I love Carrick at the United. If he doesn't get it full time, he's a good manager for lower league team. But he wouldn't go down to League One. DJ, he wouldn't go down to League One. He'll have done that Man United job, and with the way he's doing, if he doesn't get it, he will do it. Someone mentioned Paul Warne. Paul Warne's a good shout. It's if you can get him to leave MK Dons, because he could get MK Dons up. Paul Warne is a good shout. I like that. Jen and your owner will go their own way, but Henrik will have my respect to human. I agree. You might say Henrik tactics lack tactic based on the season, but that's because he's lacked to play. Give him a chance. I said this in the pod. I did actually say this in the pod. I said you can't criticize tactics, but he hasn't got the players. There is a case to that then. Ian, hope you're all doing okay. Watch along on Wednesday. Okay. I am doing a watch along for Wednesday, mate. Got a feeling it could be another draw. Now the pressure. I think now the pressure it could work really well. How are you, Stephen, by the way, mate? Hope you're well. I am doing a watch along for Wednesday, yes, versus Norwich. Looking forward to it. As long as Warren bring Pato back with him. Yes. I agree with that. If Warren comes back, we get Pato. I agree with that. Pato's having such fun in League One, mate. Ridiculous how good he's doing. But if we brought Pato back, people were like, oh, crap, he's rubbish, he's no good. What I wouldn't give for Pato this season. He does have players that should have won more than 2. They're not as bad as the league table say for me. Pedersen, we've only won 1 match, mate, not 2. I'm okay, I'll be watching. Nice. You gotta go back to what I said yesterday, Adam. One of our big problems is we have not had a settled team all season. It's not been settled. It's not been the same people all season. And that's the thing. Thoughts on Drek playing a few minutes this season? I hope so. As long as you don't get sellers, you'll be fine. Yeah. I hope we don't do that. We're missing a shithouse, Jake. We are. Cervante does that a little bit, though. Cervante can do that side of it. And I can see Gav getting into that side. Pulling players that win. Yeah, but who else has he got to put there, Adam? He hasn't got anyone there to play. Who's he got there who can play wing back? He doesn't have any wing backs. That's the problem. He doesn't have any. He has to do what he got. You can't keep going to the academy when they're not ready, or you get more injuries. I think that's the thing. You've seen this season. Yeah, but you change formation, then you've got to change it at the back. And then he doesn't have players for the back. This is what I'm saying. He doesn't have the players to change formation. That is why we're doing wing backs and putting people who all go in there. Any player back for the Norwich game? Hopefully, Marvellous could be back because it's only an injury to the face. Cooper can look actually out for a while. Marvellous isn't as bad as first thought. It was just an elbow to the face, mate. Marvellous isn't a long-term one. Kabachi's and Cooper is. Cooper, I think, is not career injury. Cooper's, I think, is the end of the season. The injuries yesterday were grim to see, yeah. The last we heard on Friday from Pedersen, it was all getting sorted out between agent and player. So it all depends on what they can get done. I didn't knock my drink over. That was nearly bad. It all depends on what happens. Is the new player eligible again? Norwich, the player talk. He will be if he signs, but it all depends if he signs in time. For him to be eligible, he needs to sign before 12 p.m. tomorrow. If he signs before 12 p.m. tomorrow, there's a chance. But if he doesn't, he won't be able to play on Wednesday. But again, a lot of that is all about talking with agents and stuff and seeing what we can do. We have the room and the cap room. And by the way, I'm saying cap because that's what they say in America, in NFL and NBA and stuff. They have a cap. You have a cap as how much money you can spend. So you have a cap as how much you spend and stuff. What is the right wing? Hello, Punk. Sound like what you guys discussing. I don't want to repeat anything. That's okay. That's fine. SWSE. It is Turner, isn't it? Yeah. We're talking about the new, hopefully what the new lad, Juby, could come in. We've been talking about formation, if Henrik the right person to have it. That's what we've been talking about, mate. It's been trying to just discuss and try and see what our future will be. And I think that's the thing for me. Right now, until we get that tweet going, hey, this is your new ownership, done. Nothing's done. Where's it been announced that it's done? No one official has said it's done. No one in the media said it's done. What Pedersen said on Friday is that they're in talk with agents and the club and agent are in talk to try and get a deal done. There's nothing saying that it's done yet. Until you get that official thing from the website, unless I missed something while I've been streaming, it's not done. Let's have a look. He plays as a 10 and a right wing. Good right skill. Yep, what we need. We need a bloody right winger. Got Twine, the kind of player is what we need in League One. Yeah, but if he I think he Did he go to? He could go to Huddersfield. Wherever Liam Manning goes, normally Scott Twine goes. Has been the kind of case at the minute. He's starting to turn into a little bit of a Kevin Nolan type player. Wherever he goes, he goes. But you're right, that's the kind of player we could do in League One. A Scott Twine kind of player would be good. I'd keep an eye on a couple of players, though. Some that are doing really well. Someone mentioned, was it a Bromley player yesterday? Someone mentioned who's doing really well. But I think you're going to the recruitment next year. You'll be interested to see what happens. Alfie May, not a bad shout. Wouldn't be a bad one. How old is Alfie May now, though? Not that I'm saying that his age should be a problem, but how old is he now? It feels like he's been around forever. 61. Give me a minute. I'm trying to figure out where I'm trying to click my button. There we go. Let's have a look. I would love to sign Ballard from Leyton Orient and Chris Webster from Burton. Not bad shouts. Yeah, somebody mentioned him yesterday. I think there's a couple of players there that we could look at, and I think start watching your League One and your League Twos, and see what happens. It'll be interesting to see what we do and how we recruit. The recruitment next year is going to be really interesting, and it's the only reason why I say it's going to be really interesting is that I've got the situation that we are going to see where they are, because I reckon you get a good bunch between your 20 to 25, and then you get a good load of experienced player between your 27s and your 31s of your kind of player, and then had the middle ground. He's 32, so he had been around for fucking ages. Jesus Christ, he's making me feel old. No, what's making me feel old that I completely forgot about Paul bringing us up. Oh, just, yeah, it's one of them. But it's one of the situation where you've got right now is that will be an interesting team in transition. I did see Dawson mistake, really bad mistake as well, really bad. I feel for Dawson as well because he's had he went there and then he got dropped and didn't get played, and I just feel for him. I just feel like the thing. Learn from Exit would be a good shout. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Like I said, I think it's time people start looking at League One. Wow, Smith, he went on loan to bloody Middlesbrough, mate, on deadline day. So West Brom, I think he was number 2, and he went on loan to Middlesbrough. That's why we managed to get ding. Dawson thought he was a CM. Yeah, he really did. It was really poor. It was a really poor goal to concede. Good for Donny. They got the double over him, and it looked like Donny will potentially be staying up next season from League One, so we got that to look forward to. Rotherham look like they're definitely going back down to League 2. And I think the thing is there with the Rotherham to League 2, I fear they could do the double drop. I fear they might double drop. And if they double drop, that would be no bueno. That would be really bad. Because they seem to, I think, it seems like whatever their ownership has done in the past, it's starting to look like they need new ownership. Cal Wharton, that's a good shout. The Punk Derby next season, Donny and us. Yep. Did the Punk Derby. Guy, I've got so many friends who are Donny fans. Oh, that's not going to be fun. Nah, why do you have to bring that up? You just reminded me how much that's going to suck on my WhatsApp groups I'm in. Oh, no. Especially Dapper 18. The dream would be both Libby and, yeah, that's not a bad shout. By the way, how many of you, how many of you, I'm gonna ask this now. How many of you used to watch Dream Team on Sky TV? The lad from Bolton looked good. Is Dewberry attacker Scores a few and loads of. So Drewbury is an attacking right winger. Can play the 10. I'm feeling optimistic for the next season. To be fair, so am I. I'm kind of looking forward to it. What are we going to be like it when we win our first game? Loved Dream Team. There's an account on Instagram that does all some of the stuff. I want that show to be not to be remade. Just give us it back. Reboot it. Put it back on telly. I used to love that show. What was the show? But Dylan Kinnard. Yeah, that was good. Oh, what was it called? Yeah. Carla was it? She was indeed. Also, fantasy football. Thank you. That's it. The Dream Team had some of the most weirdest episodes, like the captain being shot, being sniped out the ceiling, out the stand, and getting shot when he'd gone to pick up the trophy. Oh, Carl Fletcher's death though. Wow. I still remember the death of one of them where it got hit. They hit they got pushed against the dressing room, and the dressing room went in the back. Goose Derby is on loan from Brighton. He came from Arsenal. Great shout, but can't see him playing in League One. Good shout. Ted Lasso. I love Ted Lasso. Looking forward to a new series of Ted Lasso, what they're doing with the women stuff. Do you remember Retford Reject? I do remember Retford. Yes, I do remember the Rejects. That was good. See, there used to be good football show back in the day. What's happened to good football shows? Genuinely, if you want a really good comedy footballing podcast, look up The Offensive. Really good. I see the other lad, Gail, looked handy. Not too sure about him, but Pokey at Bruce was a decent job. I wish we got him. The inevitable that, but you'll bounce back. Good luck, Ted. Thank you, mate, and good luck. I think you're going to stay in the Prem. I generally think you are not the worst team in the Prem. I think you've got another season in the Prem next year, and you can build on that. Hey, look what happened the last time we were optimistic when we signed players early and we started. Yeah, could be happening again. Have a good one, Adam. Rover with Craig Cash out of Royal Family. Yep. Jersey Giants. Yeah, I remember Jesse Giant or something. Yeah. Oh, there was just really good football shows, wasn't there? Just really good football shows. I just miss them. Generally, I do miss them. I miss good TV shows in general. I think most of modern day TV is a bit naff, to be fair. But I used to watch that religiously, Dream Team. There is... Right, this is going to be really, really sad. So, before any of you go, oh, that's sad, they are selling on eBay. Thank you, mate. Much appreciate it. Much appreciate that, mate. EKO Bell 12. Thank you, mate. What am I looking for? Let's have a look. Is it there? Dream Team kit. Please tell me somebody's playing. There you go. Let me show you this. Someone's actually selling on eBay Dream Team kits. 2004, 50 quid. The shorts and everything. And I've been so tempted to pick up one of the purple kits. EKO Bow hit the target for once. But thank you, mate. Much appreciate that. It's one of them where I'm in the thing where I want to see it come good. And talking to EKO, but I want to see Ugbo come good. But I just hope his confidence isn't hit, and much as I think it is. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully he can come good again. We've seen good stuff from him in the past. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Other times, empathy. Helen Chambers, the last who knows her football. Oh, you mean Sock Saturday? Odds on lifting real well. Who knows? But I do appreciate it, mate. We just got to try and get behind everyone. We've got to try and get behind everyone next season and go for it. Because if we can go for it, fantastic. Right? If we can go for it, brilliant, fantastic. Let's go and have a good season next season. We know we're down now. The lads know what the scores on the doors are. But we'll have to see how it goes. But, guys, I have been going for nearly an hour. So thank you for watching tonight. I much appreciate it. It's been a really good stream. And I've enjoyed doing all the content this year. And it's been one of the hardest years to do. And it's not over. We've still got 18 odd games left to go. But I would still keep doing this. I think this is my 15th, getting close to my 16th year doing it. And I just want to thank you all so much for it, for letting me being able to talk about the club and then also letting you guys have your opinions and having the community we've built. The community we've built is fantastic. And I couldn't be where I am without all you guys just being watching my stuff, supporting me, and just all around just showing love and enjoying the content. And I will keep the best at doing it. To be fair, our last sent me a video the other day of one of my content from 14, 15, and my God, it's poor. Don't look it up. What was the one that used to be on Guy One about Chelsea Netflix? Oh yeah, that was good. That was a good one. It's been fair for me. We love you, Jay. Thank you, guys. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to go spend some time with our lass, and I will speak to you guys soon. Much appreciate you all, and see you soon. 13 games left. You're probably right, DJ. Shite with numbers. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.